Cash Color Camp is a high level of conversation on LivehiphopDaily.tv, and this episode is sponsored by Sow and Reap. This month, we'll be teaming with Sow and Reap to gift up to 2 of my followers with a chance to take part in the Sow and Reap experience. So this is all you got to do. Click the link in our bio and fill out the form. At the end of the month, we will choose a winner to receive either a 25% discount on the 2022 excursion or admissions for 2 to a supper of their choice. Follow Sow and Reap right now and learn more about all the experiences they provide. Hit the link in the bio and make sure you fill out the form and see if you could get a chance to win one of their experiences. And also, Bossville Farms. What do you know about Bossville Farms? Well, what you do know can win you 2 tickets to their 420 bash. And this is what you got to do. First, watch our episode with Bossville Farms' own Derek Muhammad. 2, answer this question. What was Derek Muhammad doing before he started the farm? The giveaway will be running on Bossville's social media up until April. There will be 3 winners, and prizes will range from apparel to gift cards or tickets to their 420 bash. In order to participate, you do have to follow Bossville on all social media channels and sign up for their newsletter on Bossville's website. So go to that right now. All right, without further ado, I mean, if y'all's watching us on live on LinkedIn, I see some people chimed in already on the comments. What's up? You probably been in for a lot of jokes. Y'all done missed a lot of good jokes, man. We're going to get into some of those jokes because I finally got a guest in the building who I've actually been interested in speaking with for a little while now. I've been familiar with her name for a good couple of years at this point. I had a chance to watch one of her shows, and I watched her show, and I was like, yo, I got to know who the hell she is. Like, this is wild, interesting. But I'm gonna let her introduce herself, man. Thank you, one, for being a guest tonight and being the first time on our show. And for those who are watching, please introduce yourself.
Thanks. First of all, thank you for having me. Like, I love coming and being in the audience. It's so dope. Like, you always get some free shit. I meet a lot of dope people, so it's cool to be on here. Yeah. But my name is Chief. You can follow me on IG at They Call Me Chief, and Twitter, the same thing, They Call Me Chief. And my YouTube channel is Chief Said It, so that's where all my hotboxes are and like all my other interviews are at. So yeah.
That's what's up, Chief. Chief, how'd you get the name Chief?
It was actually, you know, when Chief Keef had came out?
Yeah.
So my real name is Efi, right? And so like one of my friends' boyfriend at the time, he was like, oh, Eve, like Chief Eve or something like that. So I was like, yeah. So I just dropped the Eve and used it as my DJ name. So I just went by DJ Chief.
Whoa. That's a whole nother question I need to add now. You was a DJ at one point too?
Yeah, in college.
What college you went to?
Well, I went to Clark, Atlanta for a year. It was expensive. And then and then I went to Coastal Carolina University and graduated from there.
That's what's up. So you're from South Carolina, am I correct?
Yeah.
What part of South Carolina?
Greenville.
Oh, Greenville. See, I went to John C. Smith in Charlotte. So
really?
I used to dibble and dabble in South Carolina occasionally.
What?
I try not to serious. I try not to too hard because you don't want to get arrested in South Carolina. Like,
oh God.
No. My mama warned me about that. And when I tell you, look, I got pulled over every single time I got right to that line where you like crossing over Rock Hill, getting into Charlotte.
Yeah.
I say to a man, I've been down to South Carolina 4 times. 4 times, right when I got to the line. Whoop, whoop.
Oh,
Caught
shit.
me every time, boy. But I'm glad I never had to actually go to a jail or actually the prison in South Carolina because they don't believe in jails. They say, yo, everybody go here.
Yeah.
You got a ticket, you got a murder, everybody together.
Yeah. For real.
For real. Yo, South Carolina's a different place. So you grew up in Greenville, though.
Yeah.
Shout out. What's that, Clemson?
No, it's Greenville.
Clemson is, right? Clemson is Clemson, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
Clemson like 45 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Greenville is, I'm trying to think what school is Greenville.
What, like colleges?
Yeah.
Well, Furman is near there.
There you go. I remember, you know, back when I used to take my Greyhound days, they used to always stop you in Greenville for a little while.
to use the bathroom and that's about it?
Yeah.
That's how I was speaking.
Go get you a Snicker bar off the vending machine because they ain't had no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. You got a 45-minute stop to eat a Snicker bar and hang out in Greenville, South Carolina.
But I will say it is pretty and it's definitely growing. In the next 10 years, it's going to be very populated.
Yeah, I bet you. You know, it's not like it was ever a whack city. It's just, you know, I'm not to discount South Carolina. It's just South Carolina. Like, I don't think a lot of people want to be in South Carolina like that. Yeah,
no, not to. I mean, that's the reason why I left. Is because I felt like Atlanta had way more opportunities. It was way more black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I moved out here like as soon as I graduated from college.
She was like, I'm out immediately.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you got down here, you started doing your DJ thing?
No. So I was doing the DJ thing in college, right? And then I became the business manager for the radio station there. So I started throwing a lot of events, and I just figured like, oh, this is what I really want to do. So I want to move back to Atlanta as soon as I graduated. And as soon as I did, I hit the ground running and started my internet radio show called The Faded Show. So we was doing that for like 5 years through like all types of like cannabis events and shit like that. Yeah, so it was really like dope. And then that's what kind of led me into the Hotbox, because just working with a lot of people and everybody had busy schedules. Yeah. I just wanted to do something where it's like I could control it. So
that's what's up. All right. Well, before we get into the Hotbox and everything else, speak to us about consumption. I figured when I heard the name Chief, I figured it was because you smoked weed.
Oh yeah, that too, honey. That too.
But no, it's clearly for Chief Keef. But but speak to us about the first time that you actually consumed. Like, tell us about your relationship with the plant.
I was 18.
Okay.
Which is, kind of funny because my parents are potheads.
Are they really?
Yeah.
You ever smoke with your parents?
Yes.
Girl, I'm trying to, oh my God, yes. I could never do that. Bros don't even know, man.
Really? Oh, no. My parents got a whole smoking room and everything with a little disco ball in it.
Oh, I'm coming to kick it with your parents.
Yeah. Yeah. I was 18 and, yeah, that the first, like, I hate saying like what happened because people be like, damn, you was tripping out. But like, you know how like the little crinkles in your jeans, right? Yeah. That started looking like faces to me. I remember the first time I ever got high. I was tweaking out. I was like, is this what the fuck this is supposed to feel like?
Weed does that to you, because I remember my first weed experience, I was in college. I was about 19 at this moment. But my first time smoking, I know we smoking some good Reggie. We hit it out of a bong. And I swear to goodness, me and 5 of my friends had a whole argument about whether the noodles in ramen noodles and the noodles in chicken noodle soup are the same noodles. You know what I mean? And this argument was serious. Like, it was almost like we was arguing over spades. Like we went back and forth. We went back and forth because I was adamant, because I don't like ramen noodles, but I'm like, if you ever put ramen noodles in it's not the same. These are plastic. Like, number one. Number one, these are plastic. Like, you could burn these.
I thought they were rice cakes when I first saw them.
What, ramen noodles?
Yeah.
The way they packaged up, like, put it this way, right? My mom used to go get my sister ramen noodles when she was in college, primarily because they was like $100 for $1. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd walk into the grocery store and they'd be like a big bin of them, and you can just get as many as you want to because we don't want them. We don't even know if they're good for you. It's almost like, what was the thing on Married with Children, Weenie Tots? Like, we don't even know if they're real food. You know what I'm saying? But go ham. You got $1, you go ham. Go get 100 of them. So no, they was never my thing, man. So that's crazy though. So your first time, you actually thought you saw faces in jeans.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's so discouraging. It made me not want to like smoke again, but I kept doing it anyway.
So wait, so your parents smoked. Were they like was it peer pressure on top of them? Like, yo, when you gonna do this?
No, like, honestly, they try to hide it. But it's like, after a while, like, every time you go in a certain room and then you come out acting a little different, like, it's like, people gonna start, like, questioning what the fuck y'all got going on.
Especially when they got a designated room. Yeah. Like, they got a designated room in the crib. This is what we do.
Yeah.
I can imagine them, man. They go into the room and come out and eat like a whole lot likable.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They're way more funnier. That's the time when you ask them for shit. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Yeah. She understood the assignment. Yeah. Like, she got it. So since then, have you ever thought about why you consume? Like, is it like, I tell people all the time, like, me, I'm a person who needs it often for things from either anxiety or just even opening up. I'm an introverted human being by nature. Like, why do you use cannabis?
Well, so speaking of anxiety, when I was like 15, I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder. Like, I would just have panic attacks out of nowhere. And the first time was in church. And
they thought it was the Holy Ghost?
Yes, that's the worst place to have a panic attack, bro. Anything with Baptist church in it, like, oh, you got some medical issues, don't go there. Like, they give me some orange juice and tell me lay down, bro.
She's speaking tongues. She's speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder, so they prescribed me Xanax, right? Ooh. So, and I've never done drugs or anything like that in high school. So, like, one day I accidentally took 3 and have never been so high like that. And then, like, so eventually I got addicted to it, right? And I overdosed twice.
Oh.
Yeah. By the time I was like 17. So I just quit like doing pills. Like I don't even take Tylenol. So, but I needed something like, because I'm so scared, like, because that is a scary moment or whatever, especially being so young. The first time was like 15, the second time was 17. And so around college time, when I started smoking, like, it just helped me more in my anxiety. Like, and, I feel like I like it socially. And honestly, it's killed a lot of allergies that I used to have.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. I used to have really bad allergies to, or be really allergic to pollen, and I'm not anymore.
That's what's up. Well, at 18, introduced weed to you, and thank God for weed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank God for weed, man.
Yeah.
So some of your creative ventures have seemed to be focused around cannabis. It seems from the Faded Show to Hotbox with Chief that we're going to speak about in a second. Speak to us about first the Faded Show and what was that about, and was that based around cannabis?
It was. So we talked about hot topics. We talked about, we played a lot of new music, artists locally, whatever. So we had all types of artists come through, like, and it's amazing to see the growth of the people who we've had on the show. Yeah. So we would do freestyle battles. We would do, relationship advice. And so it was on Highly Unique Radio or whatever. And so, it was.
Shout out to Highly Unique.
Yeah.
I'm a Highly Unique. I used to be over there too.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, for a little while.
Yeah. Shit. Wow. Small world.
Small world, man.
but yeah, and shout out to Rich because he gave me some opportunities, just working the red carpet and stuff like that, whatever. So that was cool. But yeah, but then we used to do these shows called the Faded Fest. So we would have artists come in, perform. We would give out blunts in the audience. We had all types of edibles.
I had Oprah.
Yeah. I don't know what we was a child, but like it would be really dope, and took it to South by and all that type of stuff. So it was a really good time. Really met a lot of cool people, and that's where a lot of people who know, like, that's where they know I got my start from, in Atlanta anyway.
That's what's up, man. So Faded Show kind of spurred on the Hotbox, if I'm correct. Hotbox is where I've really caught you. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I caught Chief in her prime element. And that's saying a lot, because I've seen you actually cover boxing matches. I've seen you do a lot of things, but I felt like you was in your element when you were doing Hotbox with Chief.
Yeah.
Talk to us about Hotbox with Chief. And for those who don't know what that is, explain what that was.
So Chief in the Hotbox.
Chief in the Hotbox, my bad.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Hotbox with Chief sound cool, though, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hotbox. I mean, shit, it's the same thing. You getting highs. It's fuck. So, in fact, hold on. Somebody bring my purse. I brought one of my little toys that I use on there.
Oh, I was about to say.
Thanks.
I was about to say, we're not that kind of show.
Yeah.
We ain't that kind of show.
But yeah, so Chief in the Hotbox, basically we're in my car and we're smoking all types of toys, like, well, I mean, let me not say it like that. We're smoking all types of, like, smoking accessories. Like, this is called the High Five. You put like 5 joints in or 5 blunts in it, you smoke at the same time. Yeah, it's dope.
That's for the professionals.
Yeah. People be about to die. It's so funny. And,
she was so proud of that.
Because like I'll be like, it's a real smoking show, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I got it, it's cool. Da, da, da. So, but yeah, like we'll smoke bongs, gas masks, wax, bubblers, like all types of shit, like whatever. I just feel like will push it to the edge, But yeah, I've had a lot of cool people on there, like Sadie Hendricks, Snoop, who is Snoop. She owns a lot of restaurants with 2 Chainz.
She got a dispensary now too, out in L.A.
I gotta go.
Yeah, her and 2 Chainz. Shout out to them. Shout out to Snoop.
Yeah. She was really cool. I had a girl from London on there, Miss La Familia. Like, that was really dope. So, and it's just cool. Like, I like to do interviews where it doesn't feel like an interview. It's just like us kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And just watching people really get faded and high as fuck is just so fun to me. And I can do it on my terms. So I really like it.
That's what's up. And it was fun. Like, I remember when I first started doing the podcast, I would start looking around and seeing if other shows were coming out. And that's how I ended up finding your show. I was like, oh, that's cool. She in Atlanta too. That's so lit. And they getting fucked up. That's not Cash Color Cannabis. They getting all the way fucked up. Like I say, I've seen a couple of your episodes where I was like, all right, y'all high. Y'all super high. This conversation's about to go super left in a minute, man. Who were some of your favorite interviews to come through the Hotbox?
I really liked Scarface. Not Scarface, the artist, but
Joe had the
I mean,
Scooby-Doo voice.
it's another art. Damn, I forgot his name, but he passed away. But it was this one artist that he was really dope. Like he just got out of jail, and I can't believe I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, I'm high, but Scarfo, yeah, that's it. Okay, Scarfo, yeah. So he told me in jail a 3.5 is like $300, and he told me so like he was so real, and but at the same time motivating, and you know, rest in peace to him because he was really cool. Snoop was really dope too. The fact that she really like got in there and like I think she hit the gas mask with me, like that shit
y'all was going hard.
Yeah.
Y'all was going hard.
And it was cool because listen, like I shoot it in the hood, right? Yeah. And she pulled up with a G-Wagon and she had to get my little, like at the time it was like a 98 Nissan. but that was really dope. World 2 Chainz artist, he was cool too. And I really like my first interview, my first Hotbox was with Tony Bone. And,
yeah. Oh, he ain't with Cool Club no more. But
yeah, he's doing his own thing. But like, it was supposed to be an interview, just like kind of like this, like you know. But then I was like, last minute, I was like, hey, you mind just trying this with me? And he was like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. So that was really dope. It was funny as hell. So it was so many that I really liked.
Yeah, was you ever nervous doing them? Because you are doing them in a car. We are still in this place that I mean, we decriminalized cannabis, but I'm pretty sure if somebody drove by, if a cop drove by.
Oh yeah, that's happened. That's happened. Yeah. I had Mook from the groups who had Swag Surfing.
Yeah.
Fly FYL, or FLY. Yeah. We were in the hot box or whatever, and then there was a police officer rode by, and then he rode by again. I was like, oh yeah, let's skirt, let's go. So we went to Metropolitan Lounge and finished it there. Girl, but I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, Hotboxin from Wright Street is not it.
I was just trying to be somebody.
Police ain't letting you work. Ain't gonna let you be great with that one. Oh, that's so crazy, man. Because I used to watch yours, and I used to always wonder about that too. Like, dog, I wonder if she ever wonders about 5 pulling up, because I'd be that blow my high immediately. Immediately that blow my high the minute I see a cop.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I also like Michael Montana too.
Oh, did you have him on there?
Yeah, I did. And
he's hella underrated, to be honest.
Man, hella underrated. But the crazy thing is, when I pulled up to his grandmother's like farm, and it's like somewhere like on the east side, not Atlanta.
Yeah, right.
Somewhere on the east side. And they were shooting guns. No, they had all these guns as soon as I pulled up, and I said, whoa, what the fuck? And they were like, oh, we shooting in the back or whatever. And I said, shooting what? And they was like, we just shooting. I was like, oh, can I shoot? So like, we sitting there like so we're sitting there shooting these big ass shotguns and like little Glocks or whatever before the interview, and it was really cool.
Isn't that a rush when you just go out? I've been out to a farm before when I was in Charlotte.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, to this moment, I say to myself, young you would never do stuff that old you do. You know what I'm saying? Because like I knew the people I was going with, but I would have just agreed to go to some random place in Charlotte, and I end up in a field, and now everybody got guns. You know what I'm saying? Like I would think twice about that then. But at that moment, I was like, hell yeah. We was like, clap. That shit feel good as fuck, boy. Man, that's an adrenaline rush. I do see why people do love guns. I don't like holding guns like that. Like, one, they heavy as hell. Like, I don't like holding guns. But man, that was an adrenaline rush, boy.
Yeah, I don't have one personally, but when I'm ready, when I feel like I'm like stable and ready to get one, I'll do that. But
what kind of gun would you get?
Something cute, you know what I'm saying? Something I could be like fit into this, like, then like, you know what I'm saying? People try to come in,
surprise, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't expect it, you know what I'm saying?
She said a little something cute, blow somebody's head off real quick if I need to. That is so crazy, man. So, but your show actually took a hiatus for a little while. I think during COVID.
That
had to be hard to convince people to get in the car. All you know, what I'm saying people didn't know what to do anymore. You didn't want
it was
stand next to each other.
No, it wasn't even that. Like people still wanted to do it, but I was like, I really need y'all to take a COVID test.
Oh.
And a lot of people didn't want to. So I was like,
they didn't want to take a test? We're not taking vaccinated. They didn't want to take a test.
Yeah, and that was the days the vaccine wasn't even around. So I was like, well, I mean, I love my life. So I just kind of took a break. And honestly, it sounds crazy, but I also took some shrooms one day. And
that's Joe's face.
Have you ever done that?
I haven't done shrooms. And
it's a journey.
I'm nervous about doing shrooms. I feel like I'm that type of person who'll never come out the high. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm that dude.
You'd
like,
be stuck there.
Yeah, I'll just be stuck, and I don't want to be stuck like looking at like walls melting for the rest of my life.
I mean, it is life changing, but I don't know if I hope that won't happen. But in that journey, like, it taught me that I needed to kind of take a break and like find other things that I like to do, which I found was like interior design and stuff like that, which inspired like the Chief experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was that. And then, sometimes you just kind of get burnt out a little bit.
I feel you. Story of my life and how I even got to this podcast was getting burnt out doing hip hop. Like, I literally I was so over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just like, I felt like I was running the same. It was like Groundhog's Day, if you ever seen the movie. I just felt like every day I was waking up doing the exact same thing, and it was dull.
Yeah. Yeah, and then when it starts to feel like a chore, it's not fun anymore. And and that's what it started to feel like. But also, I just had like some personal things going on. So I just felt like, wow, I know as creatives, we feel the need to like just keep going, because you don't want to lose your followers and all this other stuff. No. But sometimes it's okay to really get yourself together.
Oh, it's definitely. And one of those things is you don't want to run yourself into, you already experience anxiety issues. You don't want to run yourself getting into more anxiety issues by trying to keep up with the algorithm. Yeah. And I feel like, even I could run into that situation even myself where I got to pull back and pause, because what you're doing is literally, it's not even keeping up with people no more. You're trying to keep up with a timeline. Yeah. And it's almost impossible to do because this timeline's moving 24 hours a day. Every time you blink, it's moving. So yeah. I feel you. Like, it's one of them things to take a pipe to break down from. Also, I think it's funny that people didn't want to take a COVID test. That's hilarious. We in the world now where people are scared of vaccines. They're scared of 5G. But Kanye says, I'm going to sell you this thing I just created for $200. And they say, take my money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never even thought what the hell he about to sell you.
Yeah. And then they were like, oh, it doesn't work. I'm like, I don't feel sorry for you. You didn't have to spend the money. I don't even know what the fuck a stem player is. Girl, but okay.
Look. Anywho. Congratulations to you. I do feel like we should come back with the Hotboxin.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Around spring, summertime. I don't want to be like Sheree. She said spring, summer, September. But no, for real, around.
Oh, Chief is hilarious.
But around spring, summertime is when I'm gonna bring it back.
Okay. Yeah. I would say invite me, but I'm totally realizing I'm a microdoser when it comes to weed. Like, you don't want to. Hotboxing with me would be like, all right, let's talk about life. You know what I'm saying? Like
but that's the great part about it. Yeah. I love people who are themselves. Like, people come in there, like, sometimes they be so like thuggish, you know what I'm saying? But then by the end of it, they be telling me their life story. And I just love, like, people who just themselves. So yeah, you should come on here and get really high with me.
I'm gonna think about it. I've been taking a siesta from smoking. I actually did smoke this past week, and I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I smoked this past weekend. And yeah, I did. Hey, cool, chill. Don't judge. I did smoke this weekend, and I had a moment. Yeah, I was watching. There's a show on Amazon called The Marvelous Miss Maisel. I watched The Marvelous Miss Maisel and got high. That show good as shit. That show is good as shit. I totally, shameless plug, I have no affiliation to that show. But watch season 1 of Marvelous Miss Maisel and tell me you don't walk away feeling inspired as shit.
Okay, what's it called? Marvelous?
The Marvelous Miss Maisel. It's like set in the 50s, but it's about this woman who, her husband leaves her. Her husband who thinks he's a comedian. He ends up leaving her. She ends up getting drunk one night and goes on stage, and she's funny as shit. Yeah. So the rest of the show is about her becoming this comedian, this big comedian. Yeah. So yeah, she became a comedian. It was really dope. Like, I like watching that show, and thank you for getting high and watching that show, Rodney. Glad I did do that. And I will be okay. I will clean my body out this week. But yeah, I did do that this past weekend, and I don't know, man. Maybe I think that I will have to come on the show with you. Would you say spring, summer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Spring, summer. It come get lit with cheese.
Yeah. I won't have you looking foolish.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. Like, even the way you just look, like I won't have you looking foolish. I don't know. I don't know about that. But one thing you did mention that I do like that is when you took your break and you actually, thanks to shrooms, you realized that there was other things you want to do. And I always applaud people when they realize there's other things they want to do and they actually try to set that thing off. And you did with the Chief experience.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that, because that spot's dope as fuck.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, it's in Midtown. And I went to Miami last year and I got really inspired by how everything was so green.
Never been to Miami.
So yeah, like it's just beautiful, you know?
I've never been.
You've never been to Miami?
No. Yeah, like I guess I'm not black enough. I've never been to Miami yet. Like I've never in my entire life walked that 1 foot in Miami. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You should go.
I've been to London.
Well, shit, that's shitting on Miami.
I ain't been
Okay,
to
well,
Miami,
yeah, I can't
nigga.
say I've been to London.
I ain't gonna
but
lie, I ain't
I've
been to Miami.
Miami.
Though. I ain't been to Miami. So what?
Okay, well,
But go ahead, you was in Miami, got inspired.
yeah, so I
Thanks
was in
to shout
Miami
to
and I
you.
got inspired, and I really liked how everything was so green and colorful and all that. So I just wanted to bring that to a space, and so the Chief experience is a really dope aesthetic. A lot of people do their podcast there, or like their cooking shows there, or photography or what have you, and so it's really, really cool. And yeah, it took me about like 2 months to get together.
Okay.
But yeah, I really, really like it, especially the people I've met.
Did it come furnished, or was it one of them?
Oh
deals?
no, honey, that was me.
Was it one of them deals?
That was me, baby.
You had to put that together.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So man, that's cool. Would you go on Pinterest and just like pull out ideas?
So I met this guy and he actually had a furniture store. And so one day I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna pull up on you. So it was like it was like hours of just going through books and me trying to decide like what type of color scheme that I wanted to go with to match all the green. But yeah, it took 2 hours to get to his store. We was there for about 6-7 hours picking up furniture. It took like a month and a half to get the furniture. And all the while I'm still like, letting rappers come and like do their video shoots and stuff like that.
Cool.
So it's really cool.
Cool. I gotta check the spot out. You say it's in Midtown?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I gotta check the spot out, man.
Top flow, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Penthouse views, man. Moving on up.
Yeah.
I feel you. So that's dope. So this is something that's definitely near to your heart. I'm glad you brought that vision to life.
Yeah. I really love interior design. Just how you could take a space and really turn it into something that nobody else would think of, or just make it home or whoever you like. But I really, really want to get into that. But every time I tell people that, they'll be like, really? And I'm like, yeah, the fuck? Like,
Girl, what?
Yeah.
Black girl magic. Like, why can't you do that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
interior design. That sounds like something that would be up a lot of people's alleys. I'm shocked they're shocked that you're trying to do this.
Yeah. I
So-
think they just think that I like to smoke weed and that's it.
You know what? Like we gonna like what a weak stereotype. You like to smoke weed. That's all you do. You know how many multi talented weed smokers there are. You see them in the Olympics all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like serious. We see them in the Olympics all the time.
Yeah.
So many multi-talented people who consume cannabis, man. It's the people who do cocaine. That's the ones you want to worry about.
Right. I can't. Yeah.
Worry about them. Worry about them. If you multi-talented and do cocaine, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about that. So the Chief experience is your new thing. Why do you feel like this particular space is unique to Atlanta? Because Atlanta does have a lot of amazing places. As a matter of fact, I'll give another shameless plug. Carnegie Hall out in that's in East Atlanta. Matter of fact, no, it's not in East Atlanta, so I'm not going to even misplace them. But that place is dope as shit. Like,
Yeah.
What makes it so unique to Atlanta, the Chief experience?
Just because the views is amazing.
Yeah, okay.
You see all of Atlanta. And I just think, well, for one, just being a black woman, like just trying to do something different and just have a different space. I think that's amazing. And really just me putting my touch in. And also like, if you want the 5-star treatment, like we also can provide like chefs or just whatever you need. Like pretty much whatever you need.
Chief the plug.
Yeah. So,
Chief the plug.
yeah, I just think that's, I think that's what makes it different.
That's what's up. But you feel like you can take this to other places? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know we talked about South Carolina a little while ago.
Yeah.
But you ever thought about bringing that to Greenville, bringing that to Charlotte? Like, I could see places like that really needing an experience like that where they can come and create and be peaceful at creating.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. But if I did do it in South Carolina, I would definitely want to do it near the beach.
Like Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, that's where I went to college at. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been to Myrtle Beach either.
Wow.
Now I've been to Charleston. I've been to Columbia. Let me tell you, Columbia. When my
It's
first
boring.
time, going to Columbia, I almost said turn around. And this is before, was it Dree Newsom took down the Confederate flag?
Yeah, we marched. We marched.
When you go to Columbia and you get off the highway, the minute you drive down, you go into Columbia, you turn and you're going downtown Columbia, and the very first thing you're met with is a Confederate flag. And I was like, oh, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You telling me what it is? I'm ghost. You know what I'm saying? But I've been to Columbia. I've been to Charleston. I love Charleston.
Charleston is nice.
Charleston is like, so. I mean, you got to understand why Charleston's dope. Like I like the historicness. Like I'm from Boston, so Boston, like
really,
there's so many places in Boston that's still damn near Revolutionary War era type shit. Like we got cobblestone roads and things like that. Now you're gonna get that vibe in Charleston, but it's a slightly different vibe.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like plantation-y.
Yeah,
but if you could look past that for a second, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty beach.
Beautiful place.
It's got a lot of culture out there, like a lot of island people out there. So
shout out to them Geechee folk, man.
Yeah. I sound Geechee when I'm drunk, but that's about it.
All South Carolina people do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, man, you start doing all that, yeah, man. Man. Y'all start doing that talk now. Yeah, man, y'all start doing that talk and they get thick.
I didn't even know you was from Boston.
Yeah, I'm from Boston. Mattapan, what up, though?
Y'all got hella Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, man, yo.
Like, my fucking God, it's like, what?
How about, so when I first got down here and I tried to tell people that, they was like, yo, you want a Krispy Kreme donut? And I was like, yo, these is like minis. Like, what are y'all eating? You know what I'm saying? Like, because the Dunkin' donuts are like cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, they this thick. Yeah. You're gonna, after you eat one, it's like a meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Dunkin' Donuts is like, I grew up. That's why if you follow my personal page, that's why I say Good Morning America, time to make the donuts. That's a Dunkin' Donuts slogan, man. Like, damn, I'm all the way in with Dunkin' Donuts, man.
Yeah, man. Shit, that needs to be your flag or something. Y'all don't play about your
No, we don't. No, we don't. You should be Dunkin' Donuts and a slice of pizza, because we got pizza places all up and down the corner. Like the first time I went to like a chain pizza spot was down south. Like I would have never thought about going to a Domino's or a Papa. None of that.
Wow.
I went to Mattapan House of Pizza. Like that's where I go to eat pizza. Like I never thought about going no place else.
Wow, that's a huge disappointment.
Nah, no. The huge disappointment is y'all ate Domino's. like what you need to do is go to an around the way place where a guy named Sal is gonna put his whole arm in the oven and yank out one slice for you. You need to go there because that's love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's love. That's love you pay $2 for.
Damn, $2 a slice?
Now it is. I remember when it was $1. Like I used to go down, man, middle school, me and my boy Latif used to break out every after school and go down there and we'd have every day we planned it out. We'd have at least $2, a slice and a Sprite. Every day. That's a terrible diet. but every day we would do that. So yeah, I'm a Boston person. Boston by heart, man. Matter of fact, I'm going up there end of the month to go pop up real quick and go handle some business, come back down here.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. I still got roots, man. I took my wife up there. She didn't believe me. I was like, yo, we can still walk around my neighborhood. Like, trust me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got out there, we got lit, and we walked around the whole neighborhood. I was like, yo, ain't nobody gonna say shit, but what's up? Like, trust me, everybody around here, like, nobody moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows who I am. Like, nobody's gonna say shit. So, yeah, I'm from the Bean, man. But, I think that you can bring the Chief experience to other places. I think that'd be an idea. Yeah, go ahead and get your mogul on.
Yeah.
Stack your chips, man. Before you know it, she's gonna be on HGTV talking about how you can design your house.
Yeah,
the Chief experience.
That would be really dope, but it might need to be on something a little bit more like ghetto. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying?
She said a little bit more ghetto. That's hilarious. HGTV can actually get a tad bit ghetto, man. Like, but I'm a HGTV head, man.
Me too.
I love it. I love that, and I like what's my show on Bravo? $1 Million Listing.
Oh yeah,
bro.
All the reality shows on Netflix for the real estate.
I've gotten into them like Selling Sunset. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I like Selling Sunset a lot, and I don't know why. Like I was like, I could binge watch this for like.
Yeah, me too.
I love that joint, man.
Me too. I love it.
Chief, but also, not to downplay, because it's not simply about weed. Like I say, I've been seeing you be ringside at boxing matches and you interviewing. What I'm saying? Like dive to us about how you even thought about doing stuff like that. Like you really have branched out in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So Lala, shout out to Lala.
Shout out to Lala.
Yeah, she actually presented an opportunity like 2 years ago before the pandemic. And honestly, I was a little nervous. I was about to tell her, no, but I felt like, why not?
Yeah.
Let me try something new. So it was cool. We went to the pre-workouts, and then that was kind of like cool because it eased me into it. And I don't know shit about boxing, to be honest, but you just make it work. And like, I don't know, I just like really listen to the fighters or whatever when they're talking to other reporters, and so they just kind of bounce off questions from that. But and then going to the main boxing event, like that was really cool. And the same thing last year, that was cool too. But I really like red carpets as well. Like, I like the rush of that shit. I've dragged Rod out there, like I make his ass work.
Red carpet is life.
Yeah,
it can be like, especially if you're in media and the first time you're doing it, that's another adrenaline rush because it's like all the cameras going. I don't care if you want a small red carpet or a big time red carpet, man. Do red carpet one day.
Yeah, you got to get in there. You have to be very aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do. You got to fight because everybody has a question to ask, and they not, saying it's not gonna be polite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did your thing, though, man. I saw you out there learning about boxing. I was about to say, learning about boxing as you ask these interviews. Did you? In fact, while you were doing it, did you actually find yourself interested in the sport of boxing? Like, is that something you watch now?
No.
Okay. Okay. She said no.
Like I watch like the main fights, like Floyd or somebody, but like everybody else, like nah.
She like really. Who these names?
Huh?
She like who these names?
Like I know the short one. Actually, I guess I don't know his name, but I know his name, but I just can't remember it right now.
Why? I know you talking about Tank.
Is that his like
Gervonta
nickname?
Davis?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I know him.
She said the short one. Chief, we gotta get you the hell out of here. She done insulted boxing. We done tore down South Carolina. Like, yeah, we might not be able to go certain places after this interview.
I'm sorry. No, I love my state. Y'all know it. But yeah, like it's definitely growing. I'll say that.
That's what's up, man. So, do you have any role models? Like, who are there? Any people you still look up to, especially in the media side?
Well, for one, I look up to my mom. Like besides all that, but I look up to Tyra Banks. Just how she did so many different things in her producer hat, and like she just first of all paved the way for a lot of other girls to get into modeling, even though that's not what I'm into. But her, Oprah, I think her journey is like really dope, and how she got into acting and producing and things like that. And Tiana Taylor, I like her too.
Oh, that's what a random list of people. Yeah. She's an Tiana Taylor. That's what's up. That's a rando list. At one point, you're gonna be somebody's inspiration. You're gonna be mentioned when somebody says, "Hey, this was my inspiration." Yeah. How do you prepare for that right now? Like just knowing that the work you're putting in, that somebody else is watching and somebody else is being inspired.
I just remain humble, if anything, and honestly, it just keeps me going. And I really always try to be, just accessible and just transparent and just myself with, just whatever I'm doing, interviews or whatever. So just to hear people say they're inspired by that, like, is really, like, amazing to me. So, yeah.
Do you have a favorite strain?
I like Do-Si-Do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you more of an indica or sativa person?
Actually, I'm more of a sativa person.
Okay. Sativa in the house.
Yeah.
Sativa in the house, man. I need energy because when I tell you the boy be moving hard, I need something to keep me up.
Yeah, like indica is cool for like the late nights, but it's like I really don't need help going to sleep. So like I just need help staying up.
That's me.
Yeah.
I don't need help going to sleep. I need help staying awake through all the stuff I got to do.
Yeah, and I feel like my best ideas come from when I'm smoking sativa.
Okay, I like that. So have you and your parents, have y'all sat down to do the sesh yet?
The hot box?
Yeah, have y'all?
Hell no.
You ain't gonna bring them into the hot box?
My mama do not even like us taking pictures. No, my mama's one of those, don't put me on camera. She's definitely not gonna do that shit. But she's so fucking funny. She really should get in there.
Man, drag her on there, man.
I should.
Matter of fact, you should get in the car one day and have a hidden camera. Actually, no, don't do that.
Yeah. Hell no. She'll sue my ass.
Yeah,
Fuck. Watch us start making real good.
You're gonna turn into Effie real quick.
Yeah.
You stop being Chief that moment. Chief, you were super dope. Thank you for coming through, man. I needed this laugh tonight.
Oh, thanks. Thank you for having me, especially like during Women's History Month. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
really
She
dope.
kicking this off because she's a media maven. What I love is I said that in the caption and people went crazy. I was like, damn, okay, y'all love the word maven. I'm gonna use this more.
Yeah,
They
I liked
went
it too. I was like,
ham.
wow, okay.
Yeah, like that means I'm somebody. Damn it, I
Yeah.
guess. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you definitely do your thing. I love your show. I love the Hotbox. I feel like you should bring it back.
Yeah.
I need to see the Chief experience.
Yeah, you should.
One day we do need to blaze up one day and have me sit down in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be so fucking funny. Like, can we cuss in here?
Oh, girl, what?
Oh, well, I've been cussing all day. So I didn't know if y'all had to bleep this shit out. Like, I'm like, damn, somebody gonna be working tonight. Like, somebody gonna be beat.
We can't afford that person. I just tell people go ahead and cuss. We can't afford that person.
Oh.
Ain't nobody punching nothing back there, man. Well, you just catching this heat. So, Chief, you're super dope, though. I really appreciate you coming through tonight. For those who do want to support you in any way, how can they, from the show to the experience, how can they contact you?
Yeah, so on IG, you can follow the Chief Experience. From my personal page, you can follow me at They Call Me Chief. My YouTube is Chief Said It, and TikTok is the same thing. They call me Chief 6. I really like TikTok. It's really fun.
I'm not a TikTok person.
You're not?
I mean, you know what? In reality, I am. Like, I've actually done the filters and everything, and I delete them because I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to be him. I delete. I got so many in my folder right now. Like, y'all wouldn't even believe it. But yeah, I've done a lot of challenges I never posted. Did a lot of challenges I never posted. I'm not giving y'all that side of me.
I'm not a challenges person either. Like, I'm like, it feels like too much work.
It is. It is too much work, man.
But yeah, you can follow me on all those platforms. I will follow back, and yeah.
That's what's up, Chief. Thank you so much for blessing Cash Color Canvas podcast. This is your first time on here. We broke up. We broke a cherry on this one, man.
Yeah.
You're here. You're always welcome back now.
Thanks.
So I appreciate you coming through. Thank you, everybody who's watching. Thank you, everybody who's watching live. And that's Cash Color Campus, a high level of conversation. And again, this episode is sponsored by Sow and Reap and Bossville Farms. Please hit the link in our bio and make sure you support them and take part in both giveaways. We're out.